Hello and welcome to another episode of the Bazaar Over Explained. I am the Bazaar Whisperer, and we are playing Pygmalion today. Pygmalion, one of my favorite heroes in the Bazaar, and one that I'm always excited to run with here. I'm going to start with income because that's what I normally like to do on Pygmalion, just keep our options open. Also, the weapons builds on Pygmalion are very strong right now, so definitely like to go in that direction. I'll take the flail, take the boomerang. The boomerang is pretty nice value early on. I was hoping to see more like a yo-yo or some Ring King gauntlets. Dust Helm is not embarrassing. Works pretty well with the Wrist Warrior, actually. And this is a toy. Oh, wait, that's a toy. We didn't need to buy the slingshot, but we did anyway, and that's okay. Thinking about our fights here, we have some really great weapons. What would be most useful for us? I would like to go in a weapons build with this start, or I guess a shield start. If that's the case, we could get a duct tape, and that could be really good with our wrist warrior. Thinking about if we could also get this overheal haste skill, that could certainly prove to be effective for us. We'll see what we get overall, but I think that this blue nana, or the banana ball rather, has the best things for us out of that lineup. I would have really liked to see the dire inglet most of all, so that I could have gotten a bang, because I kind of want to showcase the showcase build, if you will. See if we even get that item. Okay, first time you overheal, haste. Haste for the fight. Haste your weapons for 2 seconds. B1, B2. I do like B1, B2 on our boomerang. It's only a little more damage, but just starting to get silver tier items would be good. And oh man, there's a tiny furry monster. Kind of was hoping we wouldn't see that here. Yeah, I have to take it. I don't have to, but 1 XP is going to be so much better than anything else we could find. I'm also wondering if we do this sort of number here. So this represents 24 damage every 7 seconds. And this represents, see that to the left of this, so 20 plus 30, so 30 every 10. But it also shield. This is just more stats overall. Okay. Do I want to use this? I am going to try and just get a little bit of an advantage in this fight. I think our board is not that strong. So if I can secure just even a little bit of an advantage here early on, I'm going to take the opportunity. Volcanic vents with a Zorsid and a lighter. Yikes, okay. So the shielding is going to be helpful here for sure. Problem is we're not doing a lot of damage, and the other problem is our shielding is very slow and they're hasting whenever they do that. We are scaling our shielding at the very least, but they are stacking burn on us. So we're really going to need this Tusk Helm to pull its weight. Doesn't look like that's happening. Okay, a little too slow. But we had a plan, executed, and ended up a little short. It's okay. Alright, a level up here. Well, strength looks pretty good on our board. Definitely take that. Alright, there's Andy. Strength also looks good with a flail. Go to Andy. Matchbox is good. So is Hot Stones, but even the jewelry could make sense for this wrist warrior. I'll take that, because if I find like Ring King gauntlets, I'll take the boomerang off the board. There's a yo-yo, definitely want that. I don't think I want the slingshot upgrade. I have not been too impressed with this item, although we're... yeah. I don't want the slingshot upgrade. I was going to say we could spend our gold in worse ways. But there's Herma. Herma. So with our yo-yo, it's going to benefit from our strength skills. This may be just a little bit better overall. Perma. I could get a tree, that would be nice. I also think regen is good for us. Yeah, I'm gonna go to Finn's. Gonna get the regen. I don't think we beat the Warrior, but I do think we defeat the Rogue Scrapper. Warrior just does so much damage. I don't think we're gonna get there. And honestly, Junkyard Club, I feel like is the biggest get here. A barbed wire could be actually pretty good too, because we have this Tusk Helm and jewelry, so it's certainly a consideration. Notably, we're not going to level up today unless we get another XP event. We didn't develop a build that was strong enough to beat the Warrior, so it is what it is. And yeah, this Wrist Warrior, I feel like if you can get the build that upgrades its damage, this thing can be pretty real. It adds, 10 shielding, but it's also doing a good amount of damage. It's not a late game item or anything like that, but it's still pretty decent. And what do we get here? Kind of hoping for the barbed wire, I think, or the Junkyard Club. Medkit, can't take advantage of that just yet, but doesn't mean we won't. Okay, nice. This will allow us to level up to level 3. And I will go to Midsworth. We have a good amount of gold. Sure, I'll take an upgrade here. I'll take the Succulents. What are we going to play on our board? So, are we just going to play the Flail? Maybe so. I don't think the marbles is good with the yo-yo. Sure. There's Halidai. Halidai is in the build that we want to go for. Piggles is not bad either. Piggles can convert our Piggles sometimes into gold as well. I don't really want to play Piggles. Yeah, this is a rare opportunity where I just don't want to fuss with all the Piggles, man. I'm gonna be honest. I think the Piggles can be strong, but I just don't want to do it right now. Just where I'm at. Looking at this, it would have been nice to have had this slingshot upgraded. But because of that, maybe we just put in these succulents and maybe we'll get a nice overheal. And thinking maybe about doing something like this. We can get behind this. I guess we could put 1 ammo on this. Yeah. That would add another 40 damage to our board. This would be 160 overall. I mean, I guess that is probably just doing more than like our flail is in its totality. 60. Yeah, it's not even true. I'm running it. Fight this Vanessa, see what they got. Okay, they have Frozen Bludgeon. Probably bodes well for us. Restorative Narwhal. Card table. Ooh, card table's nice. That makes that narwhal pretty big. Makes that bayonet even bigger. This thing is gonna get scary. We're not scaling our damage, so we really need either our shields to pull through for us. Yeah, I think they might just outscale us with the card table, which is kind of wild. This, yeah, this narwhal's really big. Wow, okay. Man, all that talk about having that fight, and we just got destroyed by the narwhal. Don't underestimate the sea. Okay, well there is an opportunity to get more XP. Herma, yeah, I'm gonna get the XP. Midsworth is interesting. Sure, let's go to Midsworth. Make the same mistake twice. Take this. I don't really want to roll here. It's so expensive. I would really like to look at medium items if possible. the etherite. I'm gonna put this back on board. I think we can do it. Is this just less than the flail? I guess this is probably just less than the flail. Alright. But it is, I realize it is one less, or it is a lot less ammo for our slingshot, so that's a mistake. But I'm unsure if we can defeat the etherite with that blunder. Again, we're not scaling damage, we're just scaling shielding. And when the slingshot runs out, a lot of our damage runs out with it. Looks like we're chunking through the shield decently. But this is where it kind of starts to get scary. I guess realistically the sandstorm's just gonna kill him. Oh no, okay. Wrist Warrior. Finish the job. I'm glad that we were able to defeat that fight. Goggles, okay. Upgrade a bronze tier item. Could also go for a skill here, but I think in the long run, having a better yo-yo will be better for us. And yeah, let's go to Andy. Take the Halidai upgrade. I think I'm okay on the succulents. Okay, I'll take the Wrist Warrior. I'll even take Tusked Helm. And let's keep moving. So there's shield items in there. Could also transform something. Oh, another gunpowder, nice. Definitely use that. Let's see what Kev's got for us. Perfect. Perfect. This makes me want to play one more shield item and we can do just that. Can even do something like this. And this has a lot of bullets on it. This is going off every 6 seconds. So now we have the threshold of having both 3 shields and 3 weapons. So that feels good. I like having multiple toys for a slingshot. Although the flail benefits really well from the showcase. I'm wondering if we just give up on our shield synergy and just go all in on damage. This does have 1 less on it. Just when we add 20, we're adding 60 onto this thing, and I think that's pretty potent. Can even put the goggles in instead of like Halidai. I mean, how good is this yo-yo? I think we just give up on the shield synergy and just focus on damage. That I think would be best. And this is going to be better. So this is going to be doing a total of 330. That's pretty good. Tusked Helm. Yeah. Yo-yo with the jewelry. Yo-yo with the jewelry, man. Okay. They are big, we are big. Let's see what they got. Ring King Gauntlets. A little jealous. Wrist Warrior, Cargo Shorts, Boomerang. Weights, I think our board is stronger. We also are a level up on them. And yeah, we're gonna see the showcase do its thing. I'm really liking the showcase item. It is kind of effectively just Shark Claws, but I think that for Pig, that's pretty cool. Pig, we might get sick of this item by the end of the season, but I've been really enjoying playing with the showcase. Only problem is we do need to pivot off of it at some point. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Just gonna get an item here. Grindstone, sure. Economic. Yeah, we'll go to the economic seminar. What the hell? 2 boomerangs. Never thought I'd see the day. I don't think we need that. Well, we could gain a lot of free value from our fights, I guess. I could just also try and defeat Prince Marianus. Prince Marianus is one where I would have wanted maybe to keep my goggles around. So what are we doing on this board? That seems okay. Maybe they just kill us, I'm unsure. I mean, the retiree has good stuff too. I think this is strong. They may be able to defeat us regardless, but I think I'm willing to go for it here. This slow skill plus our yo-yo would be pretty nice. And when did Jason... I'm realizing the Wrist Warrior has not been doing all the things that I thought it would. Because it says when the item to the left of the shield, steal 25. So it's like kind of like a 4-second cooldown item or weapon. It's not bad. Definitely gonna take strong arm here. It's plus 10 across the board. And I'm willing to go to JJ. A flail upgrade, sure. Yo-yo upgrade. Very good. And I'm kind of looking for like a weapons vendor. Fortunately, Barkan has no small weapons, and that's like the exact thing we're trying to do. We'll put this on board. Wondering if I do this. I think I can also sell this boomerang. Mountain Pass could be another fight, which would be nice to pull us ahead. Let's get a small weapon here. There's a lot of good small weapons for us. Honestly, magnifying glass is pretty good. I'm going to put it on the yo-yo. Let's put that there. Yeah. This marbles, is it better than a narwhal? I don't think so. And this wristwatch, I think we just want to, again, commit to damage here. I guess the Halidai is like a little better than the yo-yo, or than the narwhal. Over the course of the fight. Sure. Are we generating an item? No. Deal 35. Okay, yeah. Let's fight this pig. So they have 770 health, we have a little more than them. They have a QOS. It's only at 4. This matchbox is scary. These piggles, the crit chance is honestly the scariest piggle. I think we're just gonna burst him down though. Yeah. Power of the showcase. Getting a yo-yo early on too feels pretty good with that. Definitely need to upgrade this thing so our damage can be higher. Can also just pivot into a drum. I'm gonna go to Kina. I am going to buy the lemonade stand and start selling some things. Gaining some max HP. I'm also going to buy that. And I don't need to sell it just yet, because if we find Quixel, we could gain some money back. If we don't find Quixel, we do find 2 income. That adds 2 damage across our board. Let's sell this. Optical augment grenade. Wow, okay. I don't really want any of this. I think we can do this. Maybe even this. Yeah, okay. I'm pretty sure we can beat Mod Squad, but Sabretooth has both the Diamond Fang skill and they have the Shiny Fang. If we can get either of these, that would be obscene with our build. The Diamond Fangs next to the Yo-Yo just go absolutely nuts. So let's hope for that. What do we get here? Okay. Oh, nice. So pelt, not ideal. Ooh. Okay, so we need to make a little space here. We'd only get 3 versus a loot. I just like getting max HP with the lemonade stand. Yeah, I'll just take the loot. Gland? Okay. Gland's good. Tools versus Mandala. Yeah, look at some tools. Hatchet is free. Let's pull up. We'll look at that spreadsheet in a minute. At the end of the run, I'm excited to do that. That's all my progress on my run so far. Pygmalien tool. So I do the wrist warrior upgrade. I do like the pitchfork with the lemonade stand. And are we giving up on the boomerang? Because we need 2 spots to do that. I guess I could give up on the rewards card. And that would just be an extra. Pitchfork would be an extra 4 gold for income at the start of each day. And we can also just buy this and sell this for free. Where did the... I'm missing something here. Where did the... He's just magic like that. Okay. Anyway. Magic tricks out from this guy. Alright. So yeah, 4 gold. I'm gonna do that. I didn't need to do it. Didn't need to sell it just yet, but just making moves, you know? And a monster fight is enticing, but Andy is even better. If we can find some good things. Halidai is definitely one of them. Sure, slingshot. I'm also kind of interested in this pepper spray, but only kinda. Let's keep going. Vanessa. Yeah. Let's fight. What's this? Water wheel. Okay, do they have a lot of defensive items? Sorta. It's a fiery elucer, eh? It's pretty big. I would think just burst him. Yeah, we just burst him. There's some good skills with that thing too. But okay. And then we get our truffles from our pitchfork. Ooh, there's some good upgrades we can have through here for sure. Man. This would be the best overall, hasting our entire board for 4 seconds. We just have no way to currently enable that. Versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Versus 55 damage on our board. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for strength. Okay, let's go to middle. Gold Kiowas. I really have been disliking Kiowas. Builds this patch. It's neither here nor there. I mean, I could upgrade the showcase the hard way. That's not really what I want to do. Yeah, it's not really what I want to do. Flail, sure. It's not adding too much in the way of damage, but it's not nothing either. Dire Inglet can also have some fangs for us, which would be very good. So I'm gonna go there. I realize I didn't boomerang up our board, but that's okay. Just a little bit missed. The aggressive skill is pretty good. Yeah, an Obsidian Fang would be ideal for us. So we can hope for that. Can even potentially try and transform the Obsidian Fang into something else. Let's see if we get that. Continue. Gold pelt, okay. Do, whoops, this. Should have saved one to put it on the pelt. Silver or lower. Is it just the lemonade stand? Well, if it was a lemonade stand, I shouldn't have sold off the pelt. I think it's going to be showcase. Fins versus like a showcase upgrade or drum. Yeah, I'm willing. Ledger, man, Ledger's just so much worse now. Hey, cool. I'll take it. I also kind of want to take these chocolates. Problem is, when we buy this and sell this, it's going to produce 3, but we only have space in our backpack for 2. I don't know if I really want to sell the boomerang. Yeah, it's Saber Gold. Still have another day. Midsworth. Yeah, I'll go to Midsworth. Brass knuckles are similar to Wrist Warrior, or similar to similar to Wrist Warrior, but it's a lower cooldown. I think I want the knuckles. I'm gonna roll. That's more in line with what we're doing. Being silver, I don't know. Every time I look at this item, I just look at that 11-second cooldown. It's just, it can't be right. I'm going to sell the boomerang here, and I want to pick up this shipment too, but don't know that that makes sense. So my thinking is that the brass knuckles get double damage. The wrist warrior kind of has double damage in a way because it's doing damage based off the tusk helm, but the brass knuckles goes off sooner, so it's like just slightly better overall. I mean, adding 60 shield or 30 shield to our board is not nothing, but I think the name of the game here is just do as much damage as possible, and we'll definitely want to upgrade the brass knuckles if we can. I do want to buy the shipment. I'd have to sell 1 gold off. I don't really want to sell the pitchfork. This is where we should have been more patient on our truffles and we would have had the 1 gold. But it's, all 2020 hindsight stuff. Gonna do that. Gonna buy this. Hello? There we go. Bad blocker. Virus. We're not a virus build. But this item is very good. Okay. And here's a Vanessa. Just as we planned. Now, do we want to gain 30 max HP before this fight? Are we going to use the bad blocker? Can't really see a world where we do that. So let's sell that. Don't think we're going to be using the matchbox either. I really doubt that we're going to be using the virus. And we'll hold on to the wristwatch just in case. Alright. What do they got? Some sort of burn. When you heal, your shield items gain 1 shield for the fight. Well, they are a depth charge build. They have no way to get their depth charge going faster unless they haste it with this thing, which is certainly possible. Looks that freeze was pretty bad for us, but we burst them down pretty good. Nice. Okay. Well, got our 4 wins here, so at least we get some XP. Now do we want to look at skills? Getting a small weapon could be good too. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Nice Ring King gauntlets. Very good. Definitely gonna put that on the board. We are in drum build territory, so let's look for it. 28-hour fitness is pretty good too. We do have the wrist warrior. We just don't have the shield items. Drum. 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 It's funny because I think the showcase is actually better than the drum with our current build, but we could even do both. We could even do both. Is that wild? A little bit. No, let's see how good it is. I mean, both seems like both. You can get an Atlatl, that'd be pretty good here. Oh, that seemed pretty potent. That was like just before the... That was like at 9 seconds, I want to say, that we did 1550. Let's see, yeah. So this went off once. Yeah, I think that was... This went off once. So like the 10-second mark, I want to say. We did 1500 damage. Yeah. Ooh. I don't know that we need that, but I like it. Okay, Noisy Cricket. This is kind of like a big decision point. Noisy Cricket, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so we could break the flail down, I guess, into 2 items. Probably like that. And then we would have what we need, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah. Okay, not that much of a decision after all. It means that we're gonna realistically want to play only small weapons from here, which is not a bad thing. I also kind of want to transform the spices. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's really good, but I don't know that it's worse, or I don't know if it's better than the showcase. Yeah. It's not like it guarantees that it's going to hit either, but like, it would be a huge spike in damage, I guess. You could even take the showcase off and run it like this. But this adding 40 damage to our board is so much. But this is adding more than 40. Okay. It's adding more than 40. If it adds 100, essentially, which it will, it'll be better. It's just not as fast. So I'm going to keep the showcase around. Also going to look at Kev's Armory. And sell this. I think we can sell the Wrist Warrior now. Slingshot, how much? 8 shots? Yeah, it's probably better than the Tusk Helm for right now. I will buy this. I'm also going to roll here. Income is damage on our board. So getting income is good. And yeah, let's go to Ayla. I do like Lumbors, but it's not better than any of the other things that we have going on. Not these items either. Okay. So, Vanessa. We don't really need to sell that right now or anything. Vanessa's do a lot of damage very quickly. I mean, the name of the game is burst damage regardless of who we face. The spices versus showcase. Let's run this. If we lose, we'll transform the spices. Also, I didn't check to see where our yo-yo was, I realize now. And it is certainly not in the right space. We'll see if that matters. Okay, they have Tortuga. It's not good for us. And does our spices even get off? No. Well, if our spices doesn't even get off, it would have done 132 for our board. That's a good amount. And if we had our yo-yo in the right place, then it would have been even more. So, I'm inclined to keep it around. That looks better to me. Okay. Andy. Take a rewards card. Never too late. Start accruing points. Dust helm. We're kind of get to sell that off anyway. I am going to do ye old hatchet play. And yeah, maybe we could get an upgrade here. Oh wow, okay. Yeah, that's pretty good. This. Now we have enough for the boots. I realize our rewards card probably not in the right place. I think having an extra weapon on board will make more sense here. That being said, I will sell just so that I could potentially find an upgrade. Signet ring's very good. Gives us more income. Okay, we're chugging along. Dr. Vortex versus Cosmic Rock. We have a 0 crit chance on our board right now. We have no elemental effects, so I'm gonna go for Cosmic Rock. If I can get Keen Eye, that would be really huge for us. Or if we could get the Feather. Cosmic Wind could make sense at some point, but not currently. Really just want to upgrade this drum, I think. Defeats the Cosmic Rock. Let's hope they give us one of these things. Also, they got such a cool chest. I want that chest. Cosmic Amulet. Alright. I'm just gonna gain this max health. That seems good. Yet another freeze item. Let's go to Hero Merchants. There are some weapons we could want. Maybe from Jewels. This is the one I was thinking of. Oh crap, it's a shiny knife set. Well, not maximizing off my rewards card. Okay, so shiny knife set's insane. What are we replacing? I think Slingshot and Narwhal. We're 2 off. It's like if I put my rewards card in the right place, I wouldn't be in this situation where I wanted to sell it. But you know, you live, you learn. Yeah, that's crazy. It says whenever you use another weapon, charge this 2 seconds and it's +1 multicast. That's a pretty good. That's pretty good. And I'm just gonna take some chocolates here. These are going to represent just a little more than they normally would because of our lemonade stand. Everything in the right place. I think this may be better. Gonna go out a limb here, say that's better. Let's fight Vanessa. I feel like I've said that 14 times this run. No, we fought a pig at least once. What do they got? Yikes, Iceberg is not what we wanted to see. They do have a Yeti. This could get dicey for us. But not dicey enough, it looks like. Yeah, the Iceberg only freezing for 0.5 seconds is just not enough. I'm also wondering if we even play these spices. I think just another weapon might be better. Our drum is already doing a ton. Drum upgrade, please. Speedrunner. When you use an adjacent toy, charge this 1 second. No. It could be good, but my brain can't comprehend. Busy Bee? Diamond Bee? Also 10 away from upgrading a thing. I wonder if I sell the lemonade stand so that I could facilitate that. Probably not. Apparel. This is good. I don't know that we need it though. And I'm gonna spend 6 here, not necessarily because I want to buy anything, but because I kind of wanted a way to charge this up a little bit more without having to buy something. And oh man, okay. So I want both of these things and I will have exactly enough for both of them. Nice, we upgrade the lemonade stands. Actually pretty good. So a lot of damage. Rocket boots are pretty good. Can sell these. And why is it highlighting these other things? Don't do that. Put it over here. Yeah, okay. Confused for a moment. We want lifesteal on all of our weapons. That's what we want. They also have a knife set, but not a shiny one. They also have spices. I wonder if I would play a butterfly swords. Big Ego, please. Just one time, Big Ego. You just have to ask nicely. We don't need this anymore, so we can go for a random enchantment. And let's put it on the drum. Drum didn't want to be left out. Said I want to heal too. Alright. Can't blame him. Let's go get a free thing. And Barkin could have an upgrade for us in the drum. I'm willing to take a look at a mysterious portal. Yeah. Not gonna spend the gold. Well, this does proc our overheal haste. If we can go off before our opponent, which is pretty nice. First, yeah, alright. Well, our board got a lot better. Let's see what this Mac has. The survivability is kind of like the one downside of the drum build. Normally you don't have a way to survive, but our board does. They have a shielded plague glaive. We're just hitting them pretty good. Okay, that was pretty good. Well, they had a pretty sweet board as well. Diamond pendulum. Only problem is was on this retort. If they had something to really get this plague glaive going off fast enough, I guess what they wanted to do was use this plague glaive to charge this retort, but that's real slow. And we're drumming along. Wow. They just gave us that. Right? Wow. Well, I don't think we're hurting for survivability. Let's see if we can get an upgrade to this thing. Piggy bank? I'll take the piggy bank. It makes sense with our lemonade stand. Sure. Brass knuckles. I don't know why. Just seeing 160 on this, I'm like, how'd that happen? Arkin's pretty insane. If we can get the unwavering skill, even putting the Eclipse on board would be super nuts. First 8 times use a weapon, charge 1 item. Yeah, a lot of good things here. Also, Arkin has been changed. Now they have this vitality potion, so at half health, they heal for their entirety of their max health pool, which is pretty cool. Sometimes you just gotta ask for it. Okay. Buy a weapon. I think we can do even better than all of this. That's gotta be crazy, right? There's no way that's not crazy. Alright, you got an upgrade for us, Paul? Yeah, you do. I'm telling you. Sometimes you just gotta ask. Is that all we needed? It is. Yeah, this makes me happy. This makes me very happy. I'll just take an XP here. Alright, Vanessa, let's see what you got. Valley Fever, alright. Okay, so they've got some damage. They go off a little faster than us, but once we're off, I mean, what are you gonna do? I don't know. We have a lot of survivability on top of it. 5 gold change. This could be cooldown reduction, so I'm gonna take it. Could also be an upgrade hammer. I'll save that for now. Scrap versus a tool. None of these are tools. You know, the wrist warrior could be crazy next to the yo-yo. That's like having 2 yo-yos. Hold up. Wrist warrior. Not a wrist warrior, but a loop is good. Can't afford that. We'll do that. I didn't need to make this play, but just want to work with what's in front of me. And do this, sell this, this, put this into play. So the bootstraps, I guess their time is close to being done. We could upgrade them at 13, but I'd rather just upgrade the drum. Yeah, I'm gonna do this so that I can then just get these chocolates. And these chocolates are going to be a nice little boon for us. And they're gonna be a good amount of money. Getting the crit skill would be good. I also like assault focus, which slows the enemy's items. Let's just go to Lord of the Wastes. I think we would take better advantage of this foreboding wind skill than most of our opponents. Although if they were like a one-shot build, then maybe not. But I gotta imagine that putting crit on our board would be pretty good. $40 40 gold. Alright. Shall I look at Quixel? Yeah. Quixel's great. Aerodrome. We have a lot of money to work with. We'll take a chance at a rare event. Bazaar will allow us to level up, which is pretty nice. That will give us the opportunity to upgrade our drum. It may be best, honestly, to upgrade the yo-yo, but the drum represents the most damage currently. And don't need to sell that, but I did anyway. Let's fight Vanessa. Trying to think of what builds we'd be scared of. Maybe like a powder keg build. Lots of dock lines. Mantis shrimp. What the heck? 2 spices. Man, I'm kind of worried about this. Is this just gonna like one-shot us? Nope. But did do a lot of damage. Even if it had crit, it wouldn't actually have one-shot us either. That's interesting. Wow, what crazy build. I want to look at that for a second. So they have an inexorable. They have 2 spices. They have 2 holsters. And then they have a lighter. What's this lighter doing? I think this lighter's just here. They're not taking advantage of that. They're really trying to like, they're just like so all in on this Manta Shrimp. Oh man, they had the Foreboding Wind skill. Helped us out a lot. Anybody? Oh yeah. Well, it's interesting. Okay. I guess it had to have crit because we were going off, so yeah. Strange build, but not bad build. It's just I've never seen anything like that before. Alright, let's see if we can upgrade our weapons. These are not those. Poison, huh? Versus an arrow drum. I mean, if we can get a poison upgrade, that'd be great. It's much less likely than trying to find something better through the arrow drum. Middle, gumballs, Quixel. No. Sure. I was hoping we'd find better cooldown reduction, but I guess the swing will have to do. I'll go ahead and put that on the yo-yo. And fight the Lord of the Wastes. Again, I think Foreboding Winds would be good for us. Could even see some strange configuration where we have Pendulum, but I don't know, maybe they'll just give us another 40 gold. Wasn't hurting us the first time. Why don't we have more crit chance? Maybe we only did hit them 8 times. I just like highly doubt it. I don't know. Oh, nice. There's no upgrades we could want from Kina, so I'm just gonna go get some gumballs. These are going to actually generate a value for us. Weapons versus diamonds. Let's go for something insane. First time you fall below half health each fight, double your item's crit chance for the fight. We don't need that. When you gain gold, first time you fall below half health each fight, use your high shield item. I mean, that's good. Yeah, just take that. Just means our yo-yo will get used. Okay. A lot of red gumballs. Pretty nice. Yeah, let's go for upgrades. That's the upgrade we want. How about some others? Nope. Okay. Yeah, want to see if this is working as intended. Well, there's another pig. It looks like they haven't really been losing. They're so much bigger than me. I love it. Wart, Snow Globe, Cold Room, Radiant Club. We'll see how this goes. They're gonna freeze something. Froze our yo-yo. Yeah. Unfortunate. They froze our yo-yo for 100 seconds. Not much we could have done about that. Okay. Well, we are getting into the territory where the opponents we're going to be facing have insane builds, so not too surprised to see that. And then I am kind of, well, I am kind of inclined to replace these spices, which might sound insane, but I think it might be correct. I'm also just looking for like a little high roll here. No, I don't get it, but that's okay. Well, how much damage does this do? 1400. I mean, it is faster than the brass knuckles. Also, I want to fight the void golem. They might just kill us. But we do heal for a lot of the damage we do with the caltrops. Okay, Ring King Gauntless is not the worst. And they destroyed one of their caltrops, so think we got this one. Did this Lion King get used somehow? It did. I want to watch that again. I guess it just naturally got used. I want to look at the damage numbers. Let's see if that makes sense. Certainly did more than a Halidai. Did more than a shiny knife set too, okay. If it hits our drum, that's pretty bad for us. Yeah, let's not sabotage our run. Get some loot. XP, okay. Let's look at his skill. Not taking advantage of quality over quantity. Sure. Passed up on the first opportunity. Let's look at the aerodrome. Properties, no. Weapons, yes. There's a net bottle. I'm gonna buy it. I have so much money. Oh, we talked about the wrist warrior. So. I'm wondering. The yo-yo is gonna go off less. But the wrist warrior is just gonna go off every time the yo-yo goes off. I have to imagine that's good. Although I don't know that that's proccing the drum, but I don't know that it needs to. Yeah, we don't need to sell that just yet. Okay, let's try it. I think it might go crazy. I think we'll see. Yeah, I don't need to sell anything. I don't think I'm using the spices anymore. It's just too slow. I'm just gonna gain our health. You never know if that 20 will matter. Let's fight a pig. Late game pig's pretty scary, so we'll see what's going on. They have 25,000 health, an obsidian cogwash, and a toxic lemonade stand, but we're gonna be purging a lot. Yeah. That is an obscene amount of regen, but we're doing an obscene amount of scaling damage. Okay. Reconnecting. This is an inopportune time to be reconnecting. I want to be able to click these buttons. Maybe I can. Nope, I cannot. Okay. Well, unfortunately, I can't go to the screen where recap the run. When you have this reconnecting bug, you can't click any of these buttons. They don't do anything. So we did at least see how this build went, and yeah, that was a pretty insane fight. I kind of wish I could hit the replay button. Just saying, game. But we saw that was pretty insane. So they were able to utilize their juggler skill with this yo-yo to make these things go off like crazy. They put thousands and thousands of burn on us, or poison on us, but it just didn't matter because our items were going off so much. Yeah, two yo-yo triggers essentially, or yo-yo. Yeah, it's like kind of having a double yo-yo over here, just a worse because the wrist warrior itself is not rocking the shielded yo-yo like that. But it is a weapon. This build was really insane. I think the shiny knife set was like absurd, and this is the builds for Pygmalien that I've been really enjoying in the Bazaar as of recently. Yeah, they had 25,000 health and we were able to still just scale right through it all, so that was pretty insane. I'm unsure if we would have died if we didn't have the restorative drum specifically to this, now that I think about it, but that's okay. Regardless, I had talked about it before, but I also want to pull up my spreadsheet. This is my spreadsheet. So, it's kind of rudimentary in what I've been tracking so far, but I am going to put this entry in here. So we had a drum with yo-yo, shiny. We had yo-yo. We know we had yo-yo. We had big ego. That was pretty big. We also had shiny knife set. Those were kind of the huge points to me. And yeah, so I've played 22 games on this patch thus far. I'm going to be putting out videos, I believe, for some of these other runs that didn't go as well, so you'll have to guess which ones those are, I guess. But you can see here that I have done, let's see, on Pig, I've had this double yo-yo, there's a drum. I don't remember what these two were. It's before I started. Showcase, showcase, showcase. So I've done this build 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times, and I've been really impressed with it every single time. I think that having these items is very strong on the board. Ultimately, like, you have scaling damage that works really well into the late game, and yeah, you're not better than maybe some of these builds. Like, I think we did need the restorative part of this Pygmalien drum not to die to this pig, but we were still doing just so much damage that it didn't really matter too much. So yeah, the regen builds are definitely worse now, but as you can see from that pig, they're still good. I don't like the Kiwas builds. And yeah, other than that, I've been doing pretty well on pig. I mean, I have a lot of 10 wins here and put another one on the rack. Love to see it. All that said, I appreciate you joining me here for another Bazaar Over Explained. I am the Bazaar Whisperer. We'll be doing plenty more runs here for the Bazaar pretty soon as we climb our way up to Legend. And overall, if you like this video, hey, you could subscribe, you can do all that. I've been really enjoying the comment section lately. All you people who've been leaving very nice comments have been very encouraging, but also I just really like discussing the game with you guys. So if you have any things you'd like to talk about, I would be more than happy to hold forum and talk about the game with you guys. Regardless, again, I am the Bazaar Whisperer. I'll see you all in the next one.